8 things you should never lend, even to your nearest and dearest. We all know that it would be very rude and just not at all good to borrow another person's toothbrush or comb. Still, there are other personal things that we usually borrow to other people, yet we should not. Several objects that you should not share with other people. Moreover, we will also reveal some ways that you can clean them. 8 things you should never borrow to anyone. 1. Indoor shoes. Usually, when guests come over, it is natural to give them some slippers. However, the best option would be to buy a special pair that only your guests would use. This is because when you wear some shoes, the feet begin to sweat, and this creates the perfect conditions for fungus to appear. Just make sure you avoid putting the slippers on when the feet are wet. This way, you will be safe from fungus and bacteria. The best way here would be to just change the shoes every 6 months or so. Also, wash the indoor shoes from time to time as well, if the material is washable, of course. Alternatively, you can treat them with disinfectants like vinegar too. 2. Skincare accessories. Things like facial cleansing brushes, massage rollers, and special sponges are very easy to clean. Yet, with time, the bristles and bumps will accumulate small bits of skin that have bacteria. In turn, this might cause acne and flaky facial skin. Make sure you wash the accessories with soapy water after you use them. Another thing that would be good to do is change them every 2 to 3 months. 3. Manicure and cosmetic accessories. Nail clippers, tweezers, epilators, razors and other accessories similar to these have to be used by you only. When you use them often, they will probably have microscopic droplets of blood on the surface. Thus, in order not to get herpes or fungal infections, you need to avoid sharing them. You should wipe the surface of the accessories with alcohol after you use them. 4. Towels. The main function of a towel is to absorb as much liquid as it can from the body's surface. Therefore, even if you are healthy, the humidity that is in the bathroom will turn the towel's damp fabric in a perfect place for mold, bacteria and fungi to grow. Some experts recommend changing the towels for 3 to 4 days. The best would be to dry them on the balcony or just a place that is not damp. Just make sure to dry them after you use them and iron them after washing as well. 5. Deodorants. The surfaces of deodorants that come into contact with the skin may contain bacteria. That is actually the bacteria that causes the smell of sweat that we try to neutralize. The best option is to use the deodorant right after showering, while the skin is still clean. Thus, if you need to freshen the armpits during the day, you should wipe them with a moist tissue before. 6. Hair clips and curlers. Another bad idea is to borrow your comb to another person. This goes the same when it comes to hair accessories as well. They all come in contact with the scalp. If you borrow hair accessories, it will be easier for the fungi and lice to spread. Some of the things that can do that are the headbands, combs, scrunchies and even curlers. Soft scrunchies need to be washed every few weeks, mainly depending on how much you use them. The curlers and metal hair clips can be rinsed with soap water. Just make sure you wipe them to be dry afterwards. 7. Headphones. Each and every one of us have a unique bacterial flora balance in our earwax. If we want to share some earphones with a friend, they might disrupt the balance. This might even provoke an ear infection. Therefore, if you want to remove the earwax from the surface of the earphones, you can use a stick or a swab dipped in hydrogen peroxide. Just make sure you do not apply too much of it so that you will not damage the speakers. The pads can be disinfected as well by putting them in alcohol solution. If you use them a lot, make sure you clean them at least once in a week. 8. Lip gloss and lipstick. It is actually a really bad idea to lend lipstick or lip gloss. This is due to the fact that diseases like herpes can be transmitted with sharing these. Even if the person who is affected does not have a rash, it can still be present in the mouth's mucus and membrane and saliva. Currently, there is not a 100% cure for herpes. You should immediately stop using the lipstick if the virus has manifested itself. You should also buy new makeup just to make sure the disease does not return back again. If you want to avoid the dirt and bacteria to accumulate, you should use a clean tissue to remove the lipstick's top layer. If you want to protect yourself and your own health, make sure you avoid sharing these things with other people, because it can be quite harmful. Also, make sure you tell others as well. Thank you for watching.